It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, we'll see the Washington Wizards playing against the Indiana Pacers at Bankers Life Fieldhouse. For Indiana, just one win over the last 7 games. They're not happy with how they're playing, looking to make amends tonight. So we're right around halfway through the season. Jack, a lot of trade discussions happening. What are your keys to making a great deal?
Well, it depends on your goal. You want to win now? You want to win later? A combination of both? Does your analysis ever make changes out of emotion?
Well, acquiring players that fit your system. You have to have a system first. That's the key. And if your trade looks too good to be true, it probably is.
I meant to say, do your analysis, never make changes out of emotion.
Okay.
See, I was emotional when I was talking about it.
Well, I heard you.
I
I understood it. I understood
All right.
You did?
Not really, but.
Me either. And now with the tip-off coming up shortly, it's time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast of the Pacers live from Indianapolis, Indiana. Well, the holidays always bring us some incredible NBA action. That's certainly what we have in store for us today. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. You look at Washington. They've got to be hoping that the road will be a little kinder to them than their winless homestand they just concluded.
Yeah, and they've just looked sort of lost out there lately. You know, they're not playing with a whole lot of purpose or drive, and you just can't wait for good things to happen. You've got to make them happen.
We're around the halfway point now, Doris. Some clubs are obviously in a rebuild mode, but it can be hard for many team owners to accept that and accept that path they're on.
Well, when you've been the guy to make that financial investment, there can be a little bit of impatience because one of your responsibilities is keep people in the seats. You've got to pay the bills. What you have to do is you make clear to the fans the vision that they have. If you make it clear, Kev, maybe they could sort of embrace the rebuild and celebrate the step-by-step progress.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Washington. All at point with Beal to his side. They're the deadly backcourt pair. Inside, we've got Morris and Howard. And it's Oubre in at the 3 spot. And it's Wall with the ball for Washington. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, Doris, for Kelly Oubre to maximize his potential in this league, the jump shot will be key.
Right, Kevin, and there are positive signs where Kelly Oubre and his long-range shooting are concerned. His usage and efficiency have both gone up over the last couple of years. He's also been more aggressive on the offensive end, spending more time at the free throw line, and you would expect that with the level of athleticism he brings.
Free throw, good, Oubre.
And remember, he grew up in New Orleans, but Kelly Oubre had to move to Texas after Hurricane Katrina. Some tough times that he said put a little bit of a chip on his shoulder to this day.
Both shots good from the stripe. And attendance numbers for the Wizards, Doris, historically not so great.
Well, there are a lot of people who believe, Kevin, Washington is a football town, and some of the numbers would back that up. Last season, the Wizards were 24th in the league in terms of percentage of seats filled.
Now, here's Collison. Bogdanovich missing his last shot. Evans finds Turner, 5 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range.
Man, they had high hopes for a fast start. They get out of the gates 0 for 4.
Stolen by Evans. Inside. Collison dishes to Evans. Collison against Wall. Unloads from 13. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Collison.
Okay, Miles Turner going to the mid-range. Money in the bank for that guy.
Let's send it over to Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Nate McMillan. David.
Well, Kevin, the crucial aspect in his mind is making things tough for them inside. He said they're a physical team, and they bring a lot of intensity. If we don't respond when they push us, we'll just get bullied all game. They're going to get down in the paint tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Morris kicks to Beal. Takes the three. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Now, this guy's deadly from the perimeter. Beal never hesitates.
Evans against Beal. Pass to Sabonis. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
Here's Sabonis. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game. And the foul called on Markieff Morris. That's foul number 2 for him. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Morris. Green against Sabonis. Outside Bogdanovich. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. And the rebound goes to Howard.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
Pacers trail by 5. Outside Collison. Here's the 3. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now Washington takes it the other way. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
Here's Wall. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And Howard, always one of the top offensive rebounders in the league. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Collison, the pass to Turner. And it's sent back by Howard.
And he's led the league in block shots on multiple occasions, and Howard's still a presence down low.
Bogdanovich finds Collison. Wall with a block. They retain possession. Shots good by Turner.
And where's the help? Obviously a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Right, because otherwise you're going to give up those close range opportunities all night. If you allow the opposition to get into a groove, look out.
Here's Wall. Following the score by Miles Turner. Lets it fly. Beal can't get it to go.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Now here's Evans. He had a 30-point outing their last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
His passing definitely came into play as well, Kev. He was very unselfish, really kept the ball moving. Well, he continues to have trouble with his shot, well below 50% from the field in this period.
And Beal kicks to Wall. Back to Beal, beyond the arc. And that comes off the assist by John Wall. And it's 6 points for Beal.
You cannot allow Beal to just catch and shoot. That's a warm-up shot for him.
Collison with it. He's picked up by Wall. Outside Bogdanovich. That shot no good. Good D by Howard. And it's Beal in the corner. Beal with another miss. Pacers trail by 8. Bogdanovich looking around. The kick out to Collison. Shot on the wing. That one a little long.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
Here's Oubre. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Left side Collison. On the wing, Turner. Back to Collison. And the layup falls.
The assertiveness, to me, is what's critical for a guy like Darren Collison, especially when he's looking to shoot it from the painted area.
And so it's Wall. He brings it up for Washington. Outside, Beal. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That'll be his second foul of the game. And some changes here for the Pacers. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Sabonis. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Darren Collison. And a switcher also for Washington. Rivers checked in. Goes up off the inbound, and it's laid in by Wall. Nate McMillan, Doris, a longtime coach in the NBA, has done his part in this Indiana Pacers rebuild.
I think the first thing that Nate had to handle was the turmoil of the team after the Paul George deal, right? So he empowers a young core, and he deserves a ton of credit in the surprisingly good season the Pacers had.
Here is Wall. Bogdanovich picking up that last basket. Popped up there for Howard. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And Howard has great timing on these alley-oops. As long as the pass is spot on, he's clear for takeoff.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Now here's Joseph. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Wall. And oh, here we go. Wall, nobody back. And Wall with the slam.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, they've been aggressive and assertive right from the opening tip. They've seized command of this game. Let's see what happens.
So timeout called here, the first for Indiana. A lot of responsibility, Doris, in being the focal point of an offense. What characteristics have you seen are shared among NBA players who carry the load offensively for their teams every game?
Right. This is a great separation point to me in the NBA because there are a lot of outstanding players at the level on any given night in the NBA. But, Kevin, there is a select few players who are willing to share the lion's share of the responsibility. Men like Kevin Durant, LeBron James, Russell Westbrook. Like, you have to be prepared 82 times per year to step between the lines, shoulder the load, and sometimes when you underperform, to bear the criticism that comes with that responsibility. And Kevin, you know this. That's a select few player who's willing to absorb that.
Good thoughts. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. Holiday against Satoransky. With the shot. Rebound, Washington. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game because I just thought the effort was lacking.
You know, it'd be hard to identify a phase of the game where they were crisp. Not the passing, not the shooting. Defensive rotations were off. You could critique them up and down.
Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, we know that McDermott came into the league with a reputation as a dead-eye shooter. Get your hands up and contest or he'll make you pay.
Satoransky, the pass to Rivers. He kicks to Babbitt. Joseph against Rivers. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Babbitt with the 3, and it's O'Quinn with the rebound.
Oh, great job on the closeout, providing a lot of good D on the perimeter.
Well, that's just superb effort on the defensive end. You don't allow the shooter to get into a rhythm from deep.
Now here's McDermott. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Here's Beal, and the shot falls short this time.
As long as they can hang on to this lead, he won't have to answer for what's been an off night for him.
Satoransky, the pass to Beal. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. 8 points for Bradley Beal.
those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Joseph finds O'Quinn. Back to Joseph. A floater, and it's good on the layup. Joseph's got his first points in this one.
You just need to have a high level of basketball IQ in the pick and roll. Corey Joseph, step to the mic, sir.
Satoransky, the pass to Mahimi. Here's Beal. That doesn't go either for Beal.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, certainly a disappointing result, but they'll live with the shot. They'll take that every time.
Now here's McDermott. And it's good for 2. Now it's just a 3-point Wizards lead.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
Satoransky against Holiday. And Satoransky kicks to Beal. Shoots over McDermott. Beal's shot is good. Beal's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, he has exploded. You couldn't ask for a better quarter from a guy.
Pass to O'Quinn. The kick out to Holiday. Floats one, and that's 2 points on the layup. Holiday's got his first basket of the night.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Satoransky, the pass to Rivers. Here's Babbitt. He's covered by Joseph. Babbitt, good.
Outstanding pass. He reads the play as it develops, and his lead pass is absolutely perfect.
Holiday dishes to McDermott. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Boy, McDermott is so good playing within the confines of the offense. Terrific spreading the basketball around the floor.
The Pacers shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
The free throw drops for Leaf. Well, a big strength of this Indiana team is how well they take care of their possessions.
They were right near the top of the league, Kevin, in terms of the fewest turnover committed. And this whole team, to me, seems to play with a level of calmness and good decision-making. And let's give Nate McMillan some credit for that.
Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
This, to me, is one of Bradley Beal's advantages. The defense has got to respect the perimeter jump shot, and that sets up that dribble drive.
Oh, and how about squeezing the orange as tight as he could there before the stuff?
Yeah, no way he's going to lose that thing on the way up. Holiday against Satoransky. Passes to Rivers. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Rivers has got himself on the board with 3 there. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for the Washington Wizards. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Growing up the youngest of 5 with 4 older sisters, John Wall said it taught him a lot. And Wall had his challenges certainly growing up. We all know those stories, losing his father at a young age, but his mother, his aunts, Greg, his sisters, they protected him.
It helped him to get where he is now. We see it so often. A young man making it to the NBA is really a victory for the entire family.
Corey Joseph.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, I mean, they just got hot early from beyond the arc, and we'll just have to wait and see if they can keep that going.
You just try to keep riding this wave, right? They've been absolutely dominant from three-point territory.
So the Wizards 5 right now. They've got Austin Rivers. Morris is out there with Mahimi. Then there's Thomas Satoransky. And it's Beal in at the 3, the small forward.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Well, I love how personal this thing is getting. If you drain a 3 on me, anything you can do, I can do better.
Now, here's Satoransky. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. He's feeling it. Washington gets it back, and a new 24. And Beal kicks to Rivers. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. Satoransky, another one falls for Washington.
Assist goes to.
And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. The pass to O'Quinn. Over Mahinmi. O'Quinn can't hit.
Defensive positioning so important, and he could not have played him better there.
There's Beal with the 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
I think there has to be better communication. All 5 guys tied together, and what happened to them is what happens when you play lackluster defense.
Here's Satoransky. The Pacers making the shot. Mahinmi finds Beal. It's hauled in by Leaf.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here is Holiday. In the corner, it's McDermott. To the inside. It's stolen by Mahinmi. 3 on 3. Here's Rivers. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Commissioner Adam Silver recently said there's nothing magical about 82 games. Doris, what do you read into that?
I read nothing more than the leadership that Adam Silver is about, and seems to me that the NBA is one of the most proactive professional sports leagues in the world. And by that I mean, Kevin, they will evaluate every aspect of their business. If they believe it's advantageous to make change, then they will go to their competition committee, they will go to their ownership committees, and they will make whatever change they believe is for the ultimate good of the game. And that's exactly what you'd hope for.
Personally, 82 games, in your opinion, what do you think?
You know what, Kevin, it can be a little bit of a grind, but there is money at stake, and obviously that's a difficult thing for owners to come up and over. The players would have to want to give some money back. So listen, 82 games is long, but what happens, I don't know. You know, I think the defense is thinking, I don't have to guard him on the line, but that's just a matter of whether he could knock it down, and he does.
Bogdanovich against Morris. Now, here's Bogdanovich. He's guarded closely. Wall with the steal. Here's Green. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Here's a look at what's coming up for Washington. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Andre Drummond and the Detroit Pistons. Then on Friday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Free throw drops for Green.
How about the Indiana Pacers last year? There were so many that predicted them to be a lottery candidate, and instead they end up with 48 wins, finish as the 5th seed in the East. Woo-hoo, what a year.
And both free throws good for Green. And Doris, the Pacers were one of last season's biggest surprises.
How about they took LeBron and the Cleveland Cavaliers to a Game 7 in the first round? That's the first time a team has ever taken LeBron to Game 7 in the opening round of the playoffs. Yes, they lost, but what a great learning experience for a young team.
Here's Green after Tyreek Evans has scored. Ball passes to Howard. And so the ball out of bounds. Collison touched it last. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east. Already we are in December. You look at the Wizards. Right now they've been able to gather the 8th best record in the conference as the latter part of the season approaches. And, of course, the Pacers, just a few spots below there.
And seeing where Indiana is, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
Yeah, the people who said they hadn't done enough in the offseason to improve this team were exactly right. They never put the foundation of winning in place.
Now, here's Collison. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. And there's the call on Howard. That's foul number 2 for him.
Guys, that's number 2 on him. And they do not need him to sit right away. But one more foul before the half, and he'll be headed to the bench.
Wall against Collison. 5 to shoot. Rejected by Howard. They recover it, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Wizards leading by 8. Right side, Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And you see the remarkable athleticism of John Wall sailing in for the flush.
Timeout called the Pacers. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated. And a moment here to check out the numbers for Bogdanović. Averaging 13 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
The Wizards have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Now here's Wall. 20 points for him last game against Phoenix.
Really, he exposed a lot of seams in the defense with his passing, too. That assist total was impressive.
Now here's Wall. 10-point lead. This is...
Now there's your dunk contest champion back in 2014. Wall puts a little extra on that one.
Evans kicks to Bogdanović. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
You know, Bogdanović, a guy who has moved around a little bit the last few seasons, but you wonder, has he found a home with Indiana? This guy steps right into the wing, gives them great production from the 3.
Kelly Oubre's checked in for the Wizards.
One shot.
Doris for Bogdanović, perhaps the biggest help he provided was his improved defense.
Well, let's remember this about Bogdanović. Early in his career, it kept him off the floor. And he flat decided, I want to be in the lineup when it's closing time, and made a real commitment to being better defensively.
Here's Collison. The offensive rebound. Evans passes to Sabonis. And Bogdanović kicks to Evans. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Sabonis kicks it out to Evans. Shot clock at 2. 3-pointer. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A chance here to take a moment and compare the front court and back court scoring on the night for the Wizards.
And it's been guard play, which really has shouldered the burden offensively here. They'd like a bit more production from the front court, but in the meantime, this backcourt has kept them in the game.
All taking his time here. 13 feet away. And it's slammed in by Howard.
The pick and roll game paying dividends. Wall with another delivery.
Outside Collison. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That is his first foul of the game. Turner up top. Evans outside. 6 on the shot clock. Evans can't get that one to fall. Washington leading now by 11. Wall wide open. Rebounded by Collison. Outside, Bogdanovich tries to save it. Indiana again, turning it over.
Wizards ball.
Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. In the third spot, Dwight Howard.
He must be spending a lot of time in the weight room because he's shown such strength under the basket.
Washington's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight, nailed 5 of them. And Wall kicks to Howard. Over Turner. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. 11-point game. Outside, Bogdanovich. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Washington. Now, here's Sabonis. He's guarded closely. Wizards leading by 11. Here's Rivers. Bogdanovich grabs the miss.
An obvious blunder by the defense that they get away with. Somebody's supposed to be checking him. Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
Here's Rivers. Evans with some nice D.
Boy, great job protecting the rim and turning an easy layup into a missed opportunity.
Bogdanovich wide open. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Boy, for a capable three-point shooter, that's one he expects to make.
Oubre, good.
You see the athleticism and the length. Oubre able to get his shot off inside. That's a high percentage look for that young man.
Timeout called the Pacers.
Well, you think about the Washington Wizards and the problems they have had on the interior defending. Last year, they gave up a ton of points in the paint, and for the past 3 years, they've been around the bottom of the league for block shots.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. The past month has been surreal. 3rd in rebounding, and also his field goal percentage is up in the top 5. Tremendously efficient at finishing plays at the basket.
And as you said, one of the league's top 3 rebounders. He has an instinct for how the shot's going to come off that rim. That's special. And the want to corral it.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
How good is that pass from John Wall? My man doing some work right now.
Pacers trail by 15. Collison finds Turner. Evans with it, covered by Wall. Wall with the steal. And here we go. Washington fast break. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Well, this is the classic hot hand, right? If he can keep it up, their lead will be safe. Guys, think about the first time John Wall registered his first triple-double. Only 4 players in NBA history had registered it in fewer games than he did. Think about these names: Oscar Robertson, Connie Hawkins, Magic Johnson, and Hambone Williams. Incredible.
And when you look at Wall, the speed, the length, the skill, Doris, this is a guy who can carry your team.
And we talk a lot about his physical attributes and how those translate to success, the blinding speed. It's the instincts to me and the competitive streak, though, guys, that makes John Wall very special.
Really left alone that time. Joseph's got 7 points here in this quarter.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Pass to Howard. Feeds it to Rivers. Kicks it to Oubre. Pass to Babbitt. He's looking for Howard and finds him. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Evans. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Evans has got 6.
And how about the efficiency Evans has shown in the paint? Once he's got his position, he's looking to score.
Passes it to Oubre. He kicks to Howard. Ready by Bogdanovich.
Boy, that's exactly how you have to play defense when he's driving the lane. You cannot give him any space.
And they're able to recover. Sabonis, the pass to Bogdanovich.
2 minutes.
To the middle.
Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
Shooting.
And when you see Miles Turner play on the offensive side of the ball, the amount of skill he has at his age is just amazing.
Yeah, already a great pick and pop player. You know, not going to be much of a banger down low, but has enough touch outside where he won't need to be. But while he's still a work in progress offensively, I think he's shown that he has a very high ceiling in terms of his skill set.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, the athleticism that Miles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Mahimi's checked in for Howard. Bradley Beal comes in for Oubre. And Zedaransky subbed in for Austin Rivers. All free throws good from Turner.
See, I love the way Miles Turner plays on both ends of the floor. I know his numbers don't necessarily jump out of the page for you. This guy is so disruptive, though, guarding the paint for his team.
Now here's Wall. 14 points for him. There's Beal with the 3. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 5 assists tonight. And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Indiana. They trail by 14. And for Turner, he has shown he is one of the better shot blockers in the NBA.
Well, Kev, he's got incredible wingspan that seems to let him get to everything. He's got incredible timing when drivers are coming into the paint. I think the more minutes this guy gets, the more of a chance he has to lead the league in blocks.
Wizards leading by 14. Here is Wall. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. Outside, Beal, just 5 on the clock. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
For Washington, they have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight. And Indiana making a change here. Leafs checked in. Morris is checked in for the Wizards.
When the Washington Wizards are healthy, you know that their game is to get out and transition. But you think back to a year ago, they lost John Wall for half of those games. So that really took its toll on their transition ability. Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Outside, Wall. And Beal kicks to Morris. Fires for 3, and there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Morris. 21 points for Beal.
And when you're on the road, this is how you silence the crowd. Tremendous all-around play.
But it's not easy building a lead like this on the road, Greg, but they have been lights out throughout this game.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
With the dish, done, Mickey Dermott.
All with it, 14 points for him. Down low, there's Zedaransky.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
And so it's the Washington Wizards controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. And with as many three-pointers as they've drained, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Dwight, what did you guys do to get the lead?
We're just trying to play good defense. It's tough down there, but we're doing a good job of making them just shoot one shot and get out and run.
We'll see if we can keep that going in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks. Welcome back. This is Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal at 2K Sports. Let's talk first half. Bradley Beal had it going on in the first quarter. He had 21 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
They have run their offense straight out of a coach's textbook tonight. Both ball and player movement have been excellent. And the result of all that movement, almost all high-quality shots they're generating. It's pretty to watch. Very good fundamental basketball.
Shaq, your take on Indiana.
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
And that wraps up the halftime show. Third quarter set to begin in just a few.
A flyover of downtown gives you a great perspective of our location as we welcome you back to Indianapolis. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Bradley Beal having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, so far they haven't found an answer for him, a scoring machine here in that first half.
And it's mattered not, Greg, whether he's been spotting up or creating for himself. He was unstoppable, and you hope it carries over to the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Sabonis and Turner inside. Collison is out there with Evans, and it's Bogdanovich in at the 3. That's the Pacers' 5. And for the most part, when Bogdanovich is out on the floor, he's there to do one thing, shoot.
And I tell you what, when you can shoot like that, that's all you need to do. Great catch-and-shoot player who can stretch the defense. You cannot leave him alone, and really his presence frees up so much for his teammates on the floor.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
The first free throw is good.
And guys, Bogdanovich, the former second-round pick, has really found his place in the NBA. This guy is an effective shooter from just about anywhere.
Good on both. Wizards leading by 18. Outside, Wall. And here is Howard. Lobbed up there for Howard. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Listen, Beal could have taken that shot, but the court vision's so good that he sees a chance to get his guy a better look.
And that Unleash Chaos replay presented by Under Armour. Hover Havoc, giving us a chance to relive that exciting play. Now Oubre. And the pass to Wall. Back to Oubre. To the inside, Howard. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And the physicality of Howard completely overwhelming the defense.
Evans finds Turner. Beal with the steal. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. And finished off by Beal.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Now, here's Bogdanovich. He has 7. Back to Evans. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Oubre, and it's Evans missing. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. They lead by 24, their biggest margin. Bogdanovich with it. He's picked up by Wall. Bogdanovich passes to Turner. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You see, Markieff Morris, to me, is a guy I want on my team. He came into the league as a tremendous mid-range shooter, but he understands today's NBA, you need the three-point ball as part of your arsenal, and he's worked to get it. You know he's going to rebound. He's going to defend at a high level. I love Markieff Morris.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That one is off. You're talking about Morris. You need guys on the roster who complement everyone, yet give you consistent production.
Maybe the best attribute of Markieff Morris is the edge he plays with, because when he's engaged, he can give you a level of physicality that's crucial in today's NBA. There's a tough guy attitude that he wears on his sleeve, and I love it.
And the second free throw, good. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Now here's Wall. 14 points for him. Outside, Green. Here's Oubre. Pass to Morris. Clock at 6. Back to Oubre. Green inside the three-point line. That one misses. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Bogdanovich up top, covered by Oubre. Collison finds Turner. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Jeff Green picks one up.
I don't think many knew what to expect from Domantas Sabonis after his trade to Indiana, but what they got is a very smart basketball player who's got size, feel, and skill.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Turner. And for Sabonis, a big part was just getting more chances to develop.
And I think, Kevin, we see that quite often with young players. But his most impressive aspect is the court awareness he possesses. Let's remember, Domantas has Arvydas, one of the all-time great big men passers, as his dad.
All free throws good from Turner. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Wall against Collison. And Wall kicks to Beal, fires the 3, and that comes off the assist by John Wall. Wall's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. A challenging stretch here for Indiana. Timeout called the Pacers. John Wall, probably as pure a point guard as you're going to find in the NBA.
And go back to what his college coach told John Wall at the start of his NBA career. Your speed is lethal, and he has become a master at manipulating that speed and turning it into great shots for himself or great shots for his teammates. And what I appreciate perhaps more than anything else about John Wall, aside from his competitive streak, is his commitment to make himself a better shooter, because it's been integral to his success.
And here's Collison after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. Evans inside, covered by Oubre. Clock at 4. Nice shot by Evans. Evans has got 8 points. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Outside, Wall. Outside, Green. Morris passes to Oubre. To the left side wing. Wall. Sabonis grabs the board. Sabonis has got 4 rebounds in this game. Inside. The shot by Turner, no good.
They've got to start working for better shots. Just 1 for 4 in the second half so far.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Now that we have a second, Take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games. The Wizards 5th.
I mean, they've gotten a little more aggressive defensively. You can become a more confident team on that end, and so much of it, I think, has to do with forcing turnovers and creating offense.
And the first one at the line is good.
And the former Hoya Green, a rangy forward who can both score and defend from all areas of the floor.
And Jeff Green drops them both. Evans with it. 8 points for him. Pass to Turner. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Turner's got 5 points now this quarter. Washington leading now by 22. And Wall kicks to Oubre. And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that's his 4th, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
On defense, Indiana. Outside, Wall. And Wall with the slam.
Yeah, it just comes off so aggressively. Wall so hard to guard.
Collison finds Turner. And the wide open shot from Evans. That ball. Nice speed that time from Turner.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And here's Wall. He's got 16. Lots of room. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Wall's got 18 points.
This is an important aspect of John Wall's overall skill set. That ability to be effective in the mid-range, important.
Here's Evans. Rebound, Washington. Now Wall.
Bradley Beal.
Can you tell how confident and comfortable John Wall is putting a team on his back? Do you not love the athletic guard who stays aggressive?
Now here's Collison. And that's a foul called on Kelly Oubre. That is his first foul of the game. Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Indiana. And a switcher also for Washington. Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Kelly Oubre. Wall against Collison. Just 5 on the clock. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on John Wall.
Well, that's where the speed of Collison becomes a problem. So difficult to check this guy without getting too physical.
For Indiana, they have gone 9 of 10 from the line, so making the most of their chances. The first free throw is good.
You know, when you think of Darren Collison, I think of a smart point guard. Had 2 seasons playing understudy to Chris Paul in both New Orleans and L.A. Similar type of players who are very efficient and just gets the job done.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Leaf checked in for Sabonis. McDermott comes in for Bogdanovich. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Tyreek Evans. And both free throws good for Darren Collison. And with Collison and Greg, how he plays, when he's off the floor, you notice.
I mean, things just don't seem to run as smoothly when he's not at the helm. Finds that balance between creating for himself and others, selective with his shots, and truly a complete guard, even if he doesn't do a lot of those flashy things.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Passes it to Leaf. Collison against Wall. Collison inside. Makes it off the glass. Collison's got 4 points in the quarter.
Listen, the frame is slightly smaller, but Darren Collison is unafraid of contact. I think you could say he welcomes it, guys. This is what he does for this team. Provides consistent scoring that helps them get the lead and keep it.
And here are the Pacers now after the basket by Washington. Joseph, the pass to O'Quinn. And that's a foul called on Bradley Beal. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot two. Doris, something interesting about Kyle O'Quinn. He's widely considered one of the funniest players in the NBA.
And that sense of humor, I think, can unite a locker room. It's led to some crazy interactions with celebrities and spawned some great pranks. But you love to have positive energy. It makes for a very good teammate.
And that one falls for O'Quinn.
What we have watched these first few seasons of his career is a steady improvement at the line for O'Quinn. He is showing he can knock them down consistently.
And Indiana making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And then for Washington, Mahimi comes in for Jeff Green. And Satoransky's subbed in for John Wall. And the All-Star game last season, Doris, no more East versus West format. Do you think when it's all said and done, the league will get rid of conference basketball altogether?
This is a challenging question for me because the WNBA went to seeding teams from 1 through 16, and it didn't matter whether you were West or East. And it has led to the most competitive era in a much-needed WNBA growth period. But the reality is, Kevin, I am very much a traditionalist. And the rivalries in both the Eastern and Western conferences historically have been phenomenal. Whether it was Jordan playing Detroit and having to overcome them, or Boston and Detroit, or the Lakers versus Sacramento briefly when Chris Webber's teams couldn't get over the hump. So this is a hard question for me. I'm not sure which side of the fence I fall on.
Now McDermott after Markieff Morris's three-pointer that didn't go.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
Now, here's Satoransky. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And Holiday kicks to Leaf. Now the pass to McDermott. Over to the wing. O'Quinn dishes to McDermott. Indiana needs to get a shot off. The fader. The shot's good from O'Quinn. O'Quinn's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, some quick thinking there from O'Quinn. Had to beat the shot clock, save that trip down the floor for his team.
Pass to Mahimi. Down low. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Beal. Now here's McDermott. He has 5. Great D that time from Beal. Stolen by O'Quinn. Joseph finds Holiday. Now, here's O'Quinn, guarded by Mahimi. Here's Joseph, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Joseph's got 11. Wizards leading by 19 points. Here's Rivers. He's got 5. And O'Quinn sends it back.
Just such nice timing by O'Quinn on that block.
And you just hate to give up those second chance points.
Boy, you better be more physical on the glass because they wanted that rebound more than them, plain and simple.
Now here's McDermott. Back to Holiday. Joseph with the ball. 6 to shoot. Over Morris. Here's O'Quinn. Good work there as it goes. O'Quinn's got his second bucket.
If you do not put a body on Kyle O'Quinn, you will pay the price because he is a tremendous offensive rebounder.
Holiday against Satoransky. And the wide open shot from Morris. And a miss there on the triple. Pacers trail by 19. Here's Joseph, and he drops it in from the low post. 13 points in the game.
When you're Corey Joseph's size, you better have the floater as an effective tool. Really pretty.
Satoransky, the pass to Beal. Kicks to Rivers. A minute 20 left in the third. Lets it go with a three. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Wizards lead by 20.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Holiday. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against length.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
And the Wizards making a change here. Howard's checked in.
One shot, mind the lanes.
.103 left in the third quarter of the game. Satoransky against Joseph. Outside, Beal. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists in the game. Holiday looking for an opening. From the wing. Jump shot is good that time. Holiday's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Wizards leading by 18. And here is Satoransky. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And you can see there the defender gets caught up on the pick.
Well, you simply got to push through that, right? You need to at least contest the shot. Otherwise, he's going to knock it down.
Evans, he's checked in for the Pacers.
One shot, gentlemen.
Here's Joseph. He's got 13. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. O'Quinn with it, and it's Howard picking him up. The shot's good from O'Quinn.
You know, that right there is a great example. O'Quinn has got great hands, so he can step out or bang inside with the best of them.
Satoransky against Joseph. Now Satoransky. He's got 7. He kicks it to Rivers. Misses the 3. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. It's the Wizards up 19. We'll get right back to the action when we return. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now, here's Satoransky. So on the floor for Washington, they've got Ian Mahimi. Bradley Beal is out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Kelly Oubre. And it's Howard in at the center position. Pacers trail by 19. Now the feed to McDermott. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Howard. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game. The Wizards making a switch here. Green's checked in. Here's Satoransky. Outside, Beal. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Bradley Beal's evolution from prospect to all-star. He's a better scorer outdoors, but also a better playmaker.
He is, Kevin, and Bradley Beal has been willing to take on more of the load on the offensive end. So not just wondering, okay, how do I get my shots, but how to involve his teammates and his ability to improve that handle, the ability to put the ball on the deck and balance that perimeter shooting with the dribble drive makes him lethal.
First one falls for him.
Well, Bradley Beal is turning himself into one of the elite two-way players in the NBA. Go back to 2017 when he becomes the youngest player in NBA history to make 700 career three-pointers. It happens to be the same season that he was voted into his first All-Star game, and his coach believes he should be one of the best defensive players on the perimeter in the NBA. Let's watch and see.
And watching Beal now, much more assertive than when he first entered the league.
You know what, Kevin? The physical tools for Bradley Beal have always been there. He's got great size at the guard position. He's a knockdown shooter. He is a quiet leader, but an effective leader. And he's learning how to be the voice of a team. There is so much to like about Bradley Beal.
Here's Beal, following the score by Miles Turner. Beal taking his time here. Shot clock at 5. Over Evans. It's rebounded by Indiana. O'Quinn's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. To the paint. Here's Bogdanovich.
Wow, Kev, love the power and the strength of Bogdanovich on that strong finish.
About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. Oubre kicks to Green. And no good that time. Good work defensively by Turner.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Wide open look. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
And so Satoransky will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Now, here's Mahinmi. Good work defensively by Turner. As their comeback bid had better get started.
I don't know, guys. It's going to take a pretty big run to get back in this one.
Evans kicks to O'Quinn. Now, here's Bogdanovich. D right on him. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Kelly Oubre.
Bogdanovich staying confident down low, being physical with the defense, and gets rewarded with a trip to the foul line.
Bogdanovich at the line for 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Sabonis, he's checked in for the Pacers. Collison comes in for Joseph. And then for Washington, Morris comes in for Mahinmi. And it's John Wall in for Green. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Here's Wall. Outside, Beal. And good, coming off the assist by Wall. Wall's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Pacers trail by 13. Collison, the pass to Sabonis. Wall against Collison. Outside, Bogdanovich. Sabonis inside. And for three, Collison gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And all of a sudden, the shots now falling in bunches. The complexion of this game has completely changed.
Oh, their communication on offense is working at every level now. These guys are really cohesive. What a run.
And the call will be against Sabonis. That's foul number 2 for him. Bryant is checked in for Satoransky.
Checking in for the Wizards, Thomas Bryant.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Beal on the foul. And the Wizards lead by 12.
Boy, his output has been impressive today, and it doesn't look like he's done cooking just yet.
Turner. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
Kev, don't you love how many different ways Miles Turner can score the basketball? Spot up, in transition, operating in the post. He's got the entire arsenal.
Now here's Wall. Hot pass to Bryant. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Bogdanovich. No good from outside. Wizards leading by 10. Oubre with it. Morris outside. And again, Washington with the triple.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
The shot's good from Evans.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Now here's Beal inside. Wall's shot is off. Shot by Evans. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Beal against Bogdanovich. Now here's Oubre. He's guarded closely. And he overshot that one, missing. Pacers trail by 11. To the middle. Collison dishes to Evans. Unloads from 13. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Pacers ball.
A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. They'll head out on the road to face the Hawks in Atlanta. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against Blake Griffin and the Detroit Pistons.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best. But if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Now here's Oubre. After Darren Collison's miss, Oubre kicks to Wall. Over Collison. And again, Washington no good. And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for Indiana. 11-point game. They've got the Hawks ahead of them in their next game, and it's in Atlanta. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
Well, I'll tell you, you don't want to let Darren Collison get going from there. The mid-range is one of his favorite spots.
Oubre passes to Wall. To the paint, here's Morris, and Morris throws it down.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
You know, and I'm not seeing any urgency out of this defense, especially considering the deficit in the score.
Here's Collison following the bucket by the Wizards. Up top, Sabonis. Defended by Bryant. Clock at 4. Kicks it out to Evans. 3-pointers off the mark. Washington leading now by 11. Beal finds Bryant. That shot is off. Evans with some nice D. Inside. Here's Sabonis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Trying to cut into this lead. Bad time for a miscue.
Well, Greg, that's a huge error. You can't afford to make these kinds of mistakes when you're already playing from behind.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for Bryant. And Wall kicks to Oubre. Turner against Smith. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, we know he's got a lot of tools in the toolbox, but the finger roll might be the sweetest of them all.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Washington.
One shot, gentlemen.
The free throw drops for Smith.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Collison with it. He's picked up by Wall. Collison kicks to Turner. Evans, that's a two-pointer. Wall grabs the board.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Pacers trail by 14. Collison deciding where to go with it. Pass to Evans. Pass to Turner. To the middle. He's looking for Sabonis and finds him. Over Rivers. Kicks it out to Evans. Good on the three-point shot. Evans has got 10 points here in the second half.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple has the ability to be a dangerous outside scorer when he's in rhythm.
Ball against Collison. Now the pass to Oubre. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Collison, the pass to Turner. Gets it down to single digits. Turner's got 19 points.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's Wall. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. 22 points for Wall.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Evans kicks to Sabonis. Back to Evans. Pass to Sabonis. Indiana moving it around. Here's Bogdanovich. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
Kevin, very hard to stop Bogdanovich. He's excellent at keeping his follow-through despite taking the contact.
And Washington making a change here. Mahimi's checked in.
One shot, behind the lanes.
Free throw good, Bogdanovich. So it's the Wizards now. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Here's Wall. The teardrop falls in. Wall's got 4 points this quarter.
It may be impossible to stay in front of John Wall.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over.
And he could tell his guys were dragging a little bit, calling timeout to kind of let them catch their breath.
A chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Bradley Beal.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
This was a big game for him. There's no denying that. Coming off a bunch of losses in a row, they turned to him to break the streak, and he delivered in a big way. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I was able to hear Nate McMillan talk to his team during the break. They have been getting killed from long range tonight, and he said we can't lose track of their shooters. We're overpacking the lane, and we're leaving them wide open. Guys, we'll see if they can make the adjustment.
Thanks, David. Now here's Rivers, 6 to shoot. Tyreke Evans comes up with the rebound. Evans has got 8 rebounds in this game. At the elbow, it's Turner. And that one, good. Turner's got 15 points in just the second half.
Yeah, Myles Turner can carve space. Don't let that lean frame fool you. He can get inside and score deep.
Ball against Collison. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
What a play by Wall. It's going to take more than that to slow him down.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Wall.
You know what I love? That John Wall has stated clearly he would like to be the MVP of the NBA. I've no problem with that. You want guys to be ambitious.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic.
Man, this has been fun. I mean, we got two teams dueling down the stretch.
Boy, does it feel to you, Greg, like every single shot is going through the bucket? That's how lethal both of these teams have been late in this one.
Here's Wall. Bogdanovic picking up that last basket. Here's Rivers. Mahimi trying to get open.
Improving on the defensive end as well. Domantas Sabonis getting tenacious there with the block shot.
Wall, no luck.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
Whatever he was trying to do, that's not his best look. He can get a better one. I love to see them pound it inside like that, not settling for the perimeter shot.
Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Myles Turner. .121 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Wall. Kicks to Rivers. He feeds it to Mahimi. It's Morris atop the key. Pocket two. And here's Wall outside. The shot, no good. So the Pacers will take it the other way. Pass to O'Quinn. Evans dishes to Collison. Shoots from 12. Washington with the rebound. And so they foul intentionally.
Evans. That's his first personal foul at the line for the Wizards. Austin Rivers. 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game.
Never a doubt on those free throws, and their lead is even more secure.
Evans kicks to O'Quinn. It's good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Boy, talk about O'Quinn delivering right when your team was desperate for a big play.
The Pacers making a change here. McDermott's checked in.
John Wall at the line for 2.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. So he gets them both, and it's a 7-point game. 30 seconds left in the game. Time call here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They trail by 7. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Corey Joseph.
.27 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Indiana moving it around. From deep, Evans. But they get it back. Takes a three. Evans can't get that one to fall. Now Oubre. Outside, Wall. And so it's the Wizards with the W. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. John, this team goes as you and Bradley go. What is it like having him with you out there?
Well, we just enjoy playing with each other. He makes things easy for me, pushing the ball in the fast breaks and having the opportunity to find him, and also getting open shots for myself. And please help me want to be consistent with my jump shot and making shots and trusting my energy and stuff.
You guys are growing together, John. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.